you're comfortably seated on an airplane, watching the clouds drift by. The hum of the engines lulls you into a sense of security. But have you ever stopped to wonder how these powerful machines, capable of lifting tons of metal into the sky, are tested? The truth is, before any airplane engine makes it onto a commercial flight, it undergoes rigorous and often awe-inspiring tests. In this journey, we'll take a deep dive into the untold story of how airplane engines are tested and why this process is critical to your safety. The journey of testing an airplane engine begins long before it's even built. Imagine a team of engineers sitting in a room filled with diagrams, 3D models, and technical jargon. They know that the slightest flaw in design could have catastrophic consequences. So, even at this stage, tests are being performed. But these are simulations. Complex computer models simulate airflow, stress, and temperature conditions. Senior engineers with decades of experience sit back, critically analyzing every number on their screens. These simulations are just the beginning of an engine's long road to the skies. Once the design is finalized, the engine starts to come together piece by piece. Every single part, from the smallest screw to the largest turbine blade, is meticulously crafted. But this isn't just a process of assembling metal parts, it's about precision. Engineers check, double-check, and then check again. Senior technicians, the kind who can feel a problem just by touching a part, are involved in every stage. Once built, the engine isn't sent straight to the plane. No, its real test has just begun. The first real challenge for any airplane engine is the ground test. Imagine an engine strapped down to a massive testing rig. It's not yet attached to a plane, but it's ready to roar. Senior test engineers, who have seen hundreds of engines pass through, oversee this phase. They know what every sound, every vibration means. The engine is fired up, slowly at first, then pushed to its limits. The roar is deafening. But to these engineers, it's music, a symphony of power, precision, and engineering brilliance. Now, imagine the engine is put through a series of stress tests that are far beyond what it would ever experience in real-world conditions. Think about hurricanes, freezing temperatures, and blazing desert heat all in one test. The engine must endure. It's not enough for the engine to merely function. It must excel, even in the worst scenarios. This is the point where storytelling gets truly intense. The engine is literally pushed to the brink of destruction. Senior testers, the kind who've seen engines fail and succeed, observe as the machine roars against impossible odds. Will it crack under pressure? Will it overheat? This is where the suspense builds. Ever heard of an airplane engine being tested in ice and fire simultaneously? It's a reality in the world of aviation. In one test, engineers subject the engine to freezing temperatures to simulate high-altitude flying. The engine is literally coated in ice, and it must keep running flawlessly. In another test, the engine is exposed to blazing heat, simulating desert conditions. It must still run just as efficiently. Then comes the water ingestion test. Picture this: an engine running at full power while water is poured into it, gallons of water, simulating heavy rainfall. Senior engineers watch closely, knowing that if the engine falters now, it could spell disaster in real life. The engine is expected to power through the downpour without hesitation. Every test is like a challenge, and every challenge a potential failure. But that's what makes the victory so sweet when the engine comes out victorious. Once the engine has passed its ground tests, it's finally ready for its most critical challenge, the flight test. This is where the stakes are highest. Senior test pilots and engineers collaborate to test the engine in real-world flying conditions. The engine is mounted on a test plane, usually a specially designed aircraft that's capable of flying with one engine in case the new one fails. During these tests, the engine is pushed through various maneuvers, high-speed climbs, steep descents, sudden changes in altitude. Every second counts. Senior pilots with years of experience push the engine to its absolute limits, looking for even the tiniest sign of weakness. If the engine survives this phase, it's not just a victory for the engineers, but for every passenger who will one day rely on that engine to get them safely from point A to point B. Throughout this entire journey, one thing remains constant: the human element. Behind every engine test, there's a team of senior engineers, technicians, and pilots, each with years of experience. These aren't just jobs to them. This is their passion, their craft. They understand that every test, every simulation is about more than just an engine. It's about the lives that engine will one day carry. Their expertise shines through in every step, from design to the final flight test. Their experience allows them to predict problems before they happen, and their dedication ensures that no stone is left unturned in the pursuit of perfection. So, the next time you're sitting on a plane, hearing the engines hum beneath you, remember this: those engines have been through a journey of their own. They've been tested, retested, and pushed to the absolute edge by teams of experts. The reason you can fly confidently across the world is because of the relentless pursuit of excellence by those behind the scenes. This is the untold story of how airplane engines are tested. A story of power, precision, and passion. As you take off, know that every test, every challenge has been met, and every engine is a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the people who brought it to life.